Bonsai. Good morning, C3, grinders, cobras, eagle fangs, and anybody else who happens to be out there. It is a Thursday, a crazy Thursday. There's no getting around what happened yesterday in the Capitol. Yeah, I'm not necessarily going to talk about that because, I do my best to keep politics out of this, even when it's, something newsworthy, like what happened yesterday. I figure you can go plenty of other places for that. Here you're going to get something else, and that is going to be my personal take on the devotion of the day and a workout. So, let me get the legs spread here. Oh boy. I feel that. Okay. Today is a faith day, January 7th, and it is entitled, A Gift You Don't Want to Return. The passage is Matthew 5:3, and it says, God blesses those who are poor and realize their need for Him, for the kingdom of heaven is theirs. So, let's take a look at this. And when I first read it, I was thinking about it, I had questions about, well, what do you mean the poor? I am by no means rich, but I do feel blessed. I know other people who are definitely poor, and you can't turn on some of the higher channels. I don't watch main network television. Most of that just doesn't interest me, but I do watch some of the higher channels which are showing some of the comedies and things from like the 80s and early 90s when I have to watch something. And on those channels you get a lot of commercials, about for 19 cents a day you can sponsor a child here or there, and you see pictures of abject actual poverty. And so when I read this and I wonder about the poor, I don't take this passage to mean that God is talking about wealth and money. I think the meaning of poor here is the wages of sin, and that none of us are perfect. Let's spread the legs a little more. We all fall short. We all sin. And I think that's what this means. We're all poor in that sense. From, the homeless guy living in a cardboard box to the ridiculous televangelist who has an 18-room mansion and a private jet. As far as sin goes, we are all poor and in a deficit. But if we turn to God, pray to God, and listen to God, follow God's teachings, then we can acquire the wealth that is the kingdom of heaven, where my personal belief, we're all going to be equal there. I've had some people ask me, non-believers, just what do you think is going to go on in heaven? And I've heard other people say that they think it's going to be singing and, constant praising of the Lord. I don't know. I really haven't envisioned it. I've kind of always thought it's going to be more like a reunion with family and loved ones that have gone before me. But I do know it's not going to be this. It's not going to be the daily pain and struggle that we all go through in one form or another. The kingdom of heaven is the goal. And the way to get there is simply read your Bible and pray. Do your best. You're going to fall short. We all do. But it doesn't matter how many times you fall down, it matters how many times you get back up. Rocky Balboa said it best, and I don't have that quote, and I'm not going to butcher it. But It matters how many times you get up and try your best again. I was a Star Wars fan of the original series, but the one thing that Yoda said that just drove me nuts and grinds my gears, as that cartoon guy would say, was that do or do not, there is no try. Hogwash. That's crap. There's always try. Sometimes you're going to succeed, sometimes you're going to fail. And the failures matter just as much as the successes because you learn from them. No matter what, when you fall, you're going to realize, or hopefully get some idea of what you did wrong and repair it. Or try to get a little better. So, I always thought that was the dumbest thing I'd ever heard. Alright, that's all I got. I'm not going to shut the camera off, but I will delete the rest of this crap out. And after I have stretched the legs good, I will get back on here and we'll go through some sparring. Banzai! Welcome back, Cobras, C3, Grinders, Eagle Fangs, and everybody else that could be out there. We're up to the second part. Did some stretching. Now we're going to do some kicking and sparring. I'm going to crank my music up and speed this up. And I might put some voiceover. I don't know. I don't have much to say today. But I'm going to go ahead and get started. Alexa, play! Okay, we're going to try to record narration again. I start off by just doing some kicks. These are the front snap kicks. I do 10 on each leg. This is just muscle memory to just get used to doing them and help with my flexibility and my kicking. My front kicks I don't think are too bad, but then I move into side kicks here and oh good lord, they're pathetic. Can barely get it there to the bottom. I mean, if I really bend over I can get higher, but that's why I'm doing this. I'm trying to get my kicks better. My roundhouses go a little higher, but they still need improvement. I acknowledge that I'm over 50 years old, but I still think I can do better, which is why I'm doing these. These are crescent kicks, both inner and outer, and this is one of my favorite kicks to use during sparring. They look quite impressive when it's at 4x speed, don't they? I think it's one of the funnest kicks. It leaves you wide open though. It's a good thing our sparring is really tame right now. Because of COVID, we're not supposed to have any actual contact. So sparring, even though it's exhausting and really works you, it's not quite like having an actual fight because we're not supposed to touch each other. Okay, as I'm off screen, I'm starting a timer so that I can do my 2-minute round. But what I forgot was that my phone was hooked up to a Bluetooth speaker, so I never heard it start and stop the rounds. But I just went for a little over 2 minutes here. I'm just trying to put in different combinations and working on getting my reverse kicks in there. I'm old and fat. It's kind of hard to look over my shoulder and get the reverse kick to center hit. I still like doing them though. Okay, we're done. Alexa, stop. Okay, that was my 2-minute round. I'm taking a break. I'm going to go ahead and shut this off for today. Have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow.